What is up, my friends? So I hope you're having a nice Friday morning. So I just finished my Rumble stream. Follow my Rumble at On the Air with Mark. My kick is On the Air with Mark. So I have two main topics that I want to talk about. We could also get into a little bit of the Iran war. But starting off with tragedy at a high school graduation. So a credit to SF Gate. Police say hundreds may have witnessed deadly shooting at Fairfield graduation. This is absolutely terrible. So it says here that Fairfield police have still not named a suspect as they investigate the deadly shooting of a teen who was killed Wednesday evening following a graduation ceremony at Fairfield High School. Three other people, including an 11-year-old, were injured in the attack. Excuse me. Police said they responded at about 7:15 p.m. to a shooting in the parking lot following the ceremony for Sam Yeto Continuation High School, which shares a campus with Fairfield High School. So, according to the statement, approximately 1,000 people were at the event, and the deadly shooting was witnessed by potentially hundreds of people. So, it says here that officials also said rumors that the injured 11-year-old victim had died were untrue and said the child was recovering at a local hospital. Anyone with information about the crime is advised to call Fairfield Police Investigations tip line at 707-428-7345, 707-428-7345. So if you have any tips, call there. So it says here that shots rang out on the campus of a uh, Fairfield High School shortly after a graduation ceremony, killing one teen and injuring three other people on Wednesday evening. The deadly shooting occurred as families returned to their cars and posed for photos after the ceremony for San Diego Continuation School, which shares a campus with Fairfield High School. So that took place. So once again, police responded to the shooting at 7:15 p.m. Plus, police said that they still do not have a suspect. But I'm sure with all the people, I'm sure that someone saw something. Um, so, so one of the witnesses said that basically somebody just showed up, pulled a gun, and started firing. So, so there's that. My thoughts and prayers are with the people of Fairfield High School. Sadly, very, very sad. Um, During such a beautiful time, such a uplifting time, it is terrible to have to go through something like this. So, real quick, Trump said that he may meet with the Iran supreme leader if it was on the basis of discussing a peace deal. So, as you know, the Iran U.S. peace deal is pretty much laying on the premise of can Lebanon and Israel maintain a peace deal, a ceasefire? Okay, so reopening the strait has to do with can Lebanon and Israel maintain peace? Okay, so once that happens, then we will get to opening the strait. Then we will get to discussing Iran ending their nuclear enrichment program. Plus, I want to hear from you guys. Do you support the Iran war? So, I want to touch on this real quick. This is very, very bizarre. Miami, credit to California Post, Miami biotech executive was followed into his condo by a man who allegedly threw him from the 25th floor. So, it says here that a Miami biotech executive was followed into the skyscraper where he lived by a man who is accused of pushing him off of the building's 25th floor, newly released surveillance video shows. So here's a little screenshot of, okay, that's the biotech guy. and there's the guy behind him that allegedly threw him off the 25th floor. So the gentleman that allegedly threw him off the 25th floor is named uh, Huderly, Corey Huderly. Yeah, Corey Huderly, 37 years old. So his defense team is claiming that Justin Zalen, who is a victim, had a mental breakdown and then basically ran and jumped off the floor himself. But during a phone call, so it says here that just 3 days later, Harvard graduate Zalen, the victim, called 911 to report a disturbance. During the call, he ordered Huderly to leave the apartment, WPLG reported. So I think that pokes holes in the defense team's uh, case of saying that he had a mental breakdown, because if he clearly calls and if he clearly says Huderly to get out of his apartment, so that really pokes holes in the whole mental breakdown thing. Correct. So the Iran news, we remain on the hamster wheel, going around, around, around. But one thing that you can count on is that we will not have boots on the ground, because Trump knows how disastrous that would be. As soon as he even mentioned boots on the ground, everybody was like, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy?" So not much to report there, but it's basically leaning on, can Israel and Lebanon hold a ceasefire? And so if that was to succeed, then Iran and the U.S. could make a peace deal. But we're just in a stalemate right now, and people, this is going to last for a long time. This is going to last bare minimum the rest of this year. Plus voting, Steve Hilton does maintain a lead, but there are still many ballots to be counted. So I do think that Becerra will take the top spot, followed by Steve Hilton. Tom Steyer, I don't think he's going to make it. But now the interesting race is the LA mayor's race. Okay, because Bastian's is pretty much in, but Robin is starting to pick up steam. She may overtake Pratt, even though some news outlets reported that they pretty much have Pratt in. But you have to remember that there are still many ballots to be counted. Plus, they said that this could go on well over the weekend. So Monday we shall get a much more clear picture on what is taking place. But that's very fascinating. Plus, I want to hear from you guys. Do you think California should change their voting process? Okay, because when it takes multiple days to come up with the results, what do you think that's going to make people do? What do you think? Where do you think that's going to put people's heads? They are going to start questioning the the moral. They are going to start questioning the integrity of California's voting system, because when it takes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what do you think is going through people's minds? Exactly. So let me see. I want to run. Do you California needs to put right there? Do you think California needs to change their voting process? Because I want to hear, who did you guys vote for? Okay, so that's pretty much all I got for you guys. But one of the other hot uh, hot news little pieces right now is SpaceX, which I will probably be doing a live stream on that alone because I love talking stocks. Love it. People, you need to start investing your money as soon as possible. But at the same time, you're never too old to invest. You could be 50. You could be 60. You could be fucking 70. Fucking, you could be in a nursing home. And if you still have your wits, you can always invest. Even if it's just for like 8, 9 years, you have to remember that that is still time for growth, especially if you have your money in a proper ETF. If you have a proper single stock, that is still 8 to 9 years that your investment can grow. For us, strictly dividends, compound is real. So after those years, so you leave it on reinvesting, you're gonna make some fucking nice coin, man. Okay, so you're never too old to invest. Let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite stock? What is your favorite ETF? It could be any ETF. ULTY, JAPI, the new ones like Roxy. So I want to hear from you. So that being said, make sure to like the stream. Follow me on Rumble at On the Air with Mark. My kick is On the Air with Mark. My Substack, go sub to my Substack at On the Air with Mark. So that being said, thank you for tuning into a Friday edition of On the Air with Mark Live. I hope you stay safe out there. Do not do anything stupid, like go and jump off a fucking 25th story building.